My narcissistic sister tried to make my life hell, but I'm thriving and she's miserable. Buckle up, it's a long one, and I will be using her real name because fuck her. I 23F have never in my life gotten along with my sister Narissa 24F. She quite literally hated me for being alive. As kids, she would hit me and beat constantly, no matter who made her angry. I was always the target. One time my younger sister 21F made her angry and I said word for word shut up because it's me shall come after. One time I was sleeping on the floor of my bedroom, mattress was ordered and on its way and my mom told her to wake me up for school. She proceeded to kick me in the side really hard and I woke up screaming and crying. I don't remember much after that, but I do remember the trip to urgent care, getting an x-ray, and being told I had a bruised fucking spleen. I don't know where that's located and I didn't even know they could be bruised. I laughed at her one day and she chased me into the hallway, pushed me to the floor, and gut stomped me. She got pregnant at 16, and oh boy, the hormones for a girl with anger issues were not kind. She developed a habit of throwing things. She was sent home from school for trying to pick up a desk and throw it at another student. Do you know how heavy desks are nowadays? She's on the heavier side, so I guess that's where the strength comes from. A while after that, her baby daddy pissed her off and she seriously picked up our 25 lb pitbull mix and tried to throw her at him. When my nephew was born to a 1-7, I was his default nanny. At the time I had dropped out of school, so I was always free, but she never once asked or paid me, and mom just let it happen. Multiple times a week she would leave at like AM to go to Waffle House without telling anyone, and I would have to wake up in the middle of the night to take care of a newborn. I don't care what anyone says, I'm the one who raised him the first 2 years of his life. I taught him his colors, how to count, how to say please. Fast forward a few years later, I'm working at Sonic and she works at a daycare. She had this phase of wanting to be a better sister, so she begged and begged and begged me to quit Sonic and work with her. Against my better judgment, I said yes. I started out as her co-teacher in her classroom. The age was 6W to 5Y and the room we were in was 1-year-olds. For the first couple months everything was fine, until it wasn't. She'd get mad over little things and would curse me out in front of the kids. She was so abusive with them. One morning breakfast was at bananas and Cheerios. She refused to get the kids bananas because as 1-year-olds they're still learning how to use their hands, so they would squish up the bananas and make a mess, go behind her and give them bananas, and then she would snatch them and start yelling and cursing at me. There was a challenged kid who wouldn't sleep during nap and she'd give him adult sleeping medication. When brought to boss attention, she didn't do anything. Just had little meetings about how we need to put our differences aside and all that bullshit. The fighting got so bad I had to switch rooms. There was a classroom next door that was connected to our room by a bathroom or changing area. I was moved to the next door room, and I switched places with another teacher. She and Narissa became best friends, and she was just as bad as her. They were so mean to the kids all the time. They would lock certain children in that bathroom in the dark when they weren't listening. Narissa would smack them in the mouth at the camera's blind spot when they bit, and she would even full-on spank them. All of this was told to the boss, who still wouldn't do anything. She told her bestie teacher to kick over a crawling child because she was trying to get to the bathroom. I'll never forget what she told the bestie to do. Get her, kick her leg out from under her or something. Make sure she busts her ass. One day she was acting like a helicopter parent to our younger sister, so my dad said, "Hey, your mama is showing." He meant you're acting like a mom to her, but she took it as you're acting like your crazy drug addict mom. She's not around anymore. That's a while other story. Well, she also got it in her head Sumbo that I was the one who said it, and of course she took her anger out on me. She stopped giving me rides to work, causing me to either use lots of money on Uber or make my dad late to his job taking me to work. Then she started telling my nephew I didn't love him and didn't want to be around him right in front of me. Then he wasn't allowed to talk to me. Things got heated and we argued in the family group chat really bad. Her last message to me was, "Fucking cunt, go die already." I had enough and reported her to the higher ups at work, and they did a whole investigation on her and interviewed all employees. She was fired that same day and blacklisted from all daycares. Yeah. The following day I was also fired, and my boss's exact words were, "Your false accusations have caused a headache for me, for the school, and unnecessary pain for parents, and we just can't have that here. You and your sister need to sort your shit out and have a nice life." To say I was devastated and heartbroken was an understatement. I had just gotten done Christmas shopping for every single child in my class out of my own pocket, and I hand printed out a letter to Santa to find out what they wanted and sent it home. I stayed up until wrapping presents, and I didn't even get to hand them out. Fuck that place, and I'd drop the name if I wasn't afraid of a lawsuit. A little while after, she let my dad and my stepmom take my nephew to Georgia to see my grandparents. She wanted him in a nice outfit so she could have nice pictures, and when they did not dress them in the outfit that she wanted, she absolutely lost her mind. She went off on my stepmom, saying that if she wasn't so caught up making herself look good and ordering my dad around, then her son would have the outfit that she wanted him in. My dad texted her saying, "You're not gonna talk to my wife like that. He's fine and having fun. He is with me and I will dress him how I choose, and you need to calm down." She told him that she's just protecting him from family that doesn't love him, and if he feels that she's in the wrong, then he can go ahead and cut ties as well. When he got home a few days later after dropping off my nephew, he came in and sat down to undo his shoes. and I asked, "How was the trip?" His only response was, "Evil conniving little bitch talking about my sister." My younger sister got pregnant, and at the time she was living with her. Narissa also wanted a baby, but her boyfriend, not nephew's father, said no, we can't afford it right now and we already have nephew. Narissa did not like this answer and she full-on baby trapped him. She did not think it was fair that younger sister could live under her roof and have a baby she couldn't. Narissa was just awful to her. She said that my younger sister's baby was going to be a shit baby because he was going to have brown eyes and brown hair, while her baby was pretty much gonna be the next fucking messiah or whatever because she was gonna come out with pretty blonde hair and blue eyes. If my younger sister did not do what she wanted, Narissa would tell her that she is a piece of shit. Eventually, her baby daddy told her that she needed to start working again. I ended up moving to another state with my amazing boyfriend and I've never been happier. I found work at a preschool, got my license, and life is amazing. Now, at this point, all the information going forward I have heard from other people because we cut TIs, but to my knowledge, things got so bad between Marissa and her baby daddy that they broke up and Narissa took the kids to another town. And the last I heard, she's now working in a gas station, living at her ex's mother's house, and is constantly doing cocaine and sleeping with anyone who dive between her fat legs. So I hope my nephew is okay. Thank you for reading my vent, and Narissa, you can go fuck yourself.